Warm welcome to all of you. Hope all of you are quite well and healthy. Today I am going to discuss about a particular topic of illumination engineering, that is lux meter and its application. So first of all, myself Gandhi Roy, I am the Assistant Professor of Electrical Engineering Department of JIS College of Engineering. So all of you know that the illumination engineering subject is generally taught in 7th semester BTech Electrical Engineering syllabus, and also it is taught in the diploma section of 5th semester 3rd year in electrical engineering. And the subject code is EE702C for BTech and EES5IAE for diploma. The credit is 4 and this is an elective subject. Now, what are the course objectives? First of all, to provide an introduction to the fundamentals of illumination engineering and architectural lighting design. Next, to impart lighting fundamentals, measurement and technology and their application in the analysis and design of architectural lighting system. Though in my previous lecture videos, I have discussed about the course objectives and course outcomes, still I am repeating it because these course outcomes and course objectives are very important for each lecture video. So what are the course outcome after completion of this subject? What students will be able to do? They will be able to understand the need of good illumination and learning the physics behind various luminous sources, other terms and units. They can identify the criteria for the selection of lamps and lighting systems for an indoor or outdoor space. They can perform calculations on photometric performance of light sources and luminaires for lighting design. They can evaluate different types of lighting designs and application. Now, course overview. So today's course overview is lux meter details and its application. Introduction. Illuminance is a measure of how much luminous flux is spread over a given area. One can think of luminous flux measured in lumens as a measure of the total amount of visible light present and the illuminance as a measure of the intensity of illumination on a surface. Now, what is illumination? Illumination means it is a property by which human eye can recognize any object by its characteristics, like its shape, its color, etc. So, illumination means luminous flux per unit area, where luminous flux is denoted as capital F or phi and the area is denoted as capital A. Now, the unit of luminous flux is lumens and unit of area is meter square. That means lumens per meter square. That is called as lux. That is the unit of illumination. Okay. So a given amount of light will illuminate a surface more dimly if it is spread over a larger area. So illuminance is inversely proportional to area when the luminous flux is held constant, because I already told you E equal to F by A. So if F is constant, that means luminous flux is constant, then can we say E is inversely proportional with A, or E is directly proportional with 1 by A? That means when area is larger, then illumination will be less, and when area is smaller, then illumination is larger. Okay. If flux of 1000 lumens spread uniformly over an area of 1 square meter lights up that square meter with an illuminance of 1000 lux, However, the same 1000 lumens spread out over 10 square meters produces a dimmer illuminance of only 100 lux. So the illuminance on a surface depends on how the surface is tilted with respect to the source. Here I am giving an example. For example, a pocket flashlight aimed at a wall will produce a given level of illumination if aimed perpendicular to the wall. But if the flashlight is aimed at increasing angles to the perpendicular, the illuminated spot becomes larger and so is less highly illuminated. When a surface is tilted at an angle to a source, the illumination provided on the surface is reduced because the tilted surface subtends a smaller solid angle from the source and therefore it receives less light. For a point source, the illumination on the tilted surface is reduced by a factor equal to the cosine of the angle between a ray coming from the source and normal to the surface. So in this picture we can see there is a source where intensity is I candela, and here just perpendicular to the light source there is a point and the distance is y here. Okay. Excuse me. Now these are 2 points. This is a point and this is a point where we can see that with an alpha angle, tilt angle is alpha. That means the surface here is tilted with an angle alpha, and here illumination is E2. But here illumination is E1 because the surface is not tilted here. That means E1 is not equal to E2 obviously because the surface is tilted here, but here is not tilted. And if I want to measure the illumination level of this point where it is situated just under the source, then the illumination level of this point is higher than E1 and E2. Okay. Already I told you that when illumination is more, then the surface area will be less because E is inversely proportional with A. That means if the surface area is small here, then the illumination level is more. But here the surface area is more, so illumination level is less. And in case of E2, that means in E2 illumination level is less than E1. Okay, because the surface area are more than E1. So for a point source, the illumination on the tilted surface is reduced by a factor equal to the cosine of the angle between a ray coming from the source and the normal to the surface. So here the illuminance of a surface by a point source is given as E equal to I cos theta by r square, where theta is the angle between the illuminated surface and the plane perpendicular to the incident light. And point to be noted that 1 foot candle equal to 10.8 lux. Next example, we can see that there is a candle. Two books are present here. One book is near to the candle and another book is far away from the candle. So book number 1 receives more light than book number 2. So here we can see that receives more light, book number 1, and book number 2 receives less light. That means luminous intensity is more in case of book number 1 and luminous intensity is less in case of book number 2. It is very obvious. Now, the illumination level of book number 1 is more than the book number 2. Right? Okay. Next, I'm going to the another slide, that is lux, unit of illumination. What is lux? This is the illumination unit of illumination. The lux symbol Lx is the SI derived unit of luminance and luminous emittance, measuring luminous flux per unit area. It is equal to 1 lumen per square meter. In photometry, this is used as a measure of luminous flux as perceived by the human eye of light that hits or passes through a surface. It is analogous to the radiometric unit watt per square meter. Okay? But in photometric unit, E equal to lumens per meter square. Okay? But with the power at which wavelength weighted according to the luminosity function, a standardized model of human visual brightness perception. Next, all of you can see that a lux meter is given in this slide. Lux meter. This is an instrument by which we can measure the level of lux. So this is a digital lux meter. The newly released Sinometer lux meter LX1330B is a lux meter with wide measuring range and lots of nice features. A lux meter is used for checking the level of luminance or the light falling on a surface. It is defined as the density of the luminous flux incident on a surface. This convenient gadget is widely used in many areas such as construction, inspection, photography, greenhouse gardening, etc. Now, operation. So, operation of lux meter is very important. It consists of some steps. So, in first step, power up. Press the power key to turn the meter on or off. Next, step 2. Selecting the lux or FC scale. FC means foot candle here. So, if we want to change the range as lux or foot candle, we can be able to do this by this step. That is selecting the lux or FC scale. That means foot candle scale. Number 3. Remove the photodetector cap and face it to light source in a horizontal position. Step 4. Read the test value from the LCD display. That means if we want to measure the lux level of any particular place, then we have to go that place with the lux meter, carrying the lux meter, and it is placed in the horizontal position. After that, we get the test value in the LCD display. Overrange. If the instrument only display 1 in the MSD, the input signal is too strong and higher range should be selected. Next, data hold mode. Press the hold key to select hold mode. When hold mode is selected, the illuminance meter stops all further measurements. Press the hold key again to cancel hold mode. Then it resumes normal operations. After that, data peak mode. Press the peak key to select peak mode. When peak mode is selected, the lux meter stops all further measurements. That means if we want to see the peak mode, then we have to press the data peak mode. Once it is selected, then lux meter stops all further measurements. When all after that, that means the last step, that is when all measurement is completed, then replace the photodetector cap and turn the power selector off. Okay, so this is the operation details of lux meter, which consists of some steps. Okay. Next, different parts. Lux meter, digital lux meter consists of some parts which are very important to keep it in mind. First one is LCD display. 3.5 digits with a maximum reading of 1999. Next, power switch. Number 2 is power switch. This is power switch. The power switch key turns the luminance meter on or off. So after pressing on power on, we get the result here. Next, data hold switch. This is data hold switch. Number 3 is data hold switch. Okay. Number 4. This is peak. Data peak switch. Press the peak key again to clear the peak recording mode. Number 5. Lux or FC. That means lux or foot candle. So if we want to change the result, or if we want to see the result in lux mode, then we have to change it in lux. And if I want to see in foot candle mode, then we have to change it in foot candle. Okay, by pressing the switch. Range switch. Pressing the range key changes 200 lux 20 foot candle, 2000 lux 200 foot candle. Okay, 20,000 lux 2000 foot candle, 2 lakh lux 20,000 foot candle ranges circularly. Last one is photo detector. This one is photo detector. Okay. Now, battery checkup and replacement. It is necessary to replace another 9-volt battery when left corner of LCD display show a battery symbol. After turning off the meter, press the battery cover and push in the direction of the arrow to open. Then disconnect the battery from the instrument and replace it with a standard 9-volt transistor battery and go to the cover. Next is specification. The instrument measures 0 to 2 lakh lux for a wide range of use. Ideal for use by architect, lighting designer or photograph hobbyist. It has auto zero adjustment and high accuracy separate light sensors allows to take the measurements at an optimum position. This lux meter displays in lux or foot candle, data hold, peak hold, low battery indication, where 1 foot candle equal to 10.76 lux. Now technical specification, where ranges are given here, that is 200, 2000, 20,000, 2 lakh lux. Similarly, 20, 200, 2000, 20,000 foot candle. Accuracy level of the lux meter is plus minus 3.0% plus 10 digit. Resolution is 0.1 lux, 0.01 foot candle. Response time 0.4 second. And dimension is 79 into 160 into 43 meter. Now spectral sensitivity analysis. In my previous lecture video, I have discussed about the spectral sensitivity. So here the spectral sensitivity analysis of the lux meter is given. To the detector, the applied photodiode with filter. Next, the spectral sensitivity characteristics almost meet CIE, that is International Commission of Illumination. So here in the x-axis in this graph, in x-axis wavelength is given, the unit of wavelength is nanometer, and in y-axis relative sensitivity is given in percentage. So in this graphical representation, we can see a 4-topic curve as the following chart described. 4-topic curve is coming from photopic vision. Photopic vision is responsible for the cone cell, and it is only applicable for the color discrimination. So human eye consists of rod cell and cone cell. These cone cells are only applicable for the photopic vision. That means for color vision. Okay. So in this spectral analysis, spectral sensitivity analysis of lux meter, we can see the photopic curve, which is ranges are 400 to 700 nanometer. Okay. The peak sensitivity is in 555 nanometer approximately. Next, I am going to the maintenance of lux meter. So lux meter is an instrument by which we can measure the lux level of any surface. But in digital lux meter is very important to handle, and its maintenance is also very important. The white plastic disc on the top of the detector should be cleaned with damp cloth when necessary. Do not store the instrument where the temperature or humidity is excessively high. The reference level as marker on faceplate is the tip of the photodetector globe. The calibration interval for the photodetector will vary according to the operational conditions, but generally the sensitivity decreases in direct proportion to the product of luminous intensity by the operational time. In order to maintain the basic accuracy of the instrument, periodic calibration is also recommended. So these are the points for the maintenance of a lux meter. Now, application of lux meter. Lux meter are used for measuring the illuminance in lux or foot candle or candela per meter square. Some lux meters are equipped with an internal memory of data logger to record and save measurement. They are small and can be used at multiple points throughout a process or area, which means that lighting systems can be set up so that they best utilize natural light, but also the lighting conditions are optimal for the specific job and application. So these are the references of this lux meter, and please follow these references. Now some assignments are given here, which consist of some questions. That is, what is lumens and lux? What is lumen and lux? Can we apply laws of illumination in the time of lux measurement using lux meter? What is the difference between luminance and illuminance? So I am giving some hints that what is lumen and lux. These are the two units of two very important terms in photometry measurement. Lumen is the unit of luminous flux and lux is the unit of illumination. Can we apply laws of illumination in the time of lux measurement using lux meter? So E equal to F by A. Can we apply laws of illumination? Obviously, we can apply the Lambert cosine law. Next, because when in case of tilted angle, then we have to apply the Lambert cosine law. That means in case of tilted surface. Okay. Now, what is the difference between luminance and illuminance? Both words are very similar to each other, but they are not same. Luminance means brightness and illuminance means the light distribution in a particular area. That means F by A. that is luminous flux by area. Okay, so try to solve these assignments. Thank you for watching and your kind cooperation. Thank you.